Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host Saeed. We do want to thank you for joining us tonight, Friday the 8th of April 2022. Remember viewers, we are live on Synergy from 7 to 8 p.m. Monday to Friday with a rerun the next day. My office, we are located on number 14 Caroni Savannah Road in Shogunal. Viewers, you can come down and check me out. Remember, Real Talk group of companies, we are offering you a 3.5% on a fixed deposit that is set up in our company. Remember, I also have license to lend money. So if you're looking for a loan, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, and you have security, collateral for us to hold, it's not a problem. You can contact us at 238-6716, 339-1670, or 242-7690. You can also WhatsApp me on 267-7325. So viewers, as we start our program tonight, like I said, backed by public demand, it's our relationship segment. Our relationship segment tonight starts from 7:30, viewers. We have some news that happened during the course of the day. We want to bring you the highlights of these news. So remember viewers, our relationship segment starts from 7:30 tonight. Remember, we are also having our first food drive for 2022. We are giving away a new model Ford Ranger 4x4 fully loaded. So as we start off our program tonight, I know you're going to be eager tonight to hear about our relationship segment. Real Talk relationship segment from 7:30. You're going to love that topic there. But Finance Minister Colin Imbert has announced that as of Tuesday the 19th of April, the price of fuel will be increased. The announcement was made today in the Parliament. And the price follows. Premium and super will be raised by $1 per liter. Now, before the raise, super and premium price at the pump, we used to pay $5.97 respectively. Now, you will be paying $6.75 per liter for super and premium. The price of diesel will be adjusted by 50 cents to $3.91 per liter. The price of LPG cooking gas will remain the same. The price of kerosene has also been increased to $3.50 per liter. So viewers, new prices $6.75, that's premium. Super $5.97. Diesel increased by 50 cents, that takes us to $3.91 per liter. So those are the new prices. Just imagine viewers, with the new price increase, what you think will happen in Trinidad and Tobago? Every single thing in Trinidad and Tobago, as long as it is a selling product and services, will automatically go up in Trinidad and Tobago. Just imagine Imbert boasting about making $5 billion. $5 billion. This man knows that the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, we are now coming out to work. Our country has been almost stagnant for 2 years. Business shutting down, people lost house, they lost car, they lost jobs. Think about this, For the last 2 years, we have been functioning at, let's just say, 25%. 25%. As of the 19th of April, Trinidad and Tobago will be open up for any business. The entire country will go back to normal. And on that very said day, the price of super, premium, diesel, and kerosene price will increase on that very said day. Why did the Prime Minister say on the 19th of April everything will go back to normal in Trinidad? Because they were already contemplating on the 19th of April to increase prices of fuel in Trinidad and Tobago. Is that a coincidence? No, it's not a coincidence. It is well planned. Well planned for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago by the Minister of Finance, Mr. Colin Imbert. Well orchestrated, well organized. It's sad, you know. It's sad. So this price will take effect on the 19th of April, which is 11 days from today. 11 days from today, the entire population, workforce in Trinidad and Tobago will go back to normal. The entire business community in Trinidad and Tobago will go back as normal. And on that day, you will be paying extra for every single thing. Service and every product that sells in Trinidad and Tobago will have an increase in it. Why? Because every time fuel raises in Trinidad and Tobago, price increase. So, Mr. Imbert said, I raise gas once, they retaliate. I raise gas twice, they retaliate. I raise it a third time. We had a video. I raise it the third time. And then retaliate. Imagine that. So now, on the 19th of April, price was increased now. What are we going to do now as a citizens of Trinidad and Tobago who are now coming out of a lockdown, a pandemic? On the 19th of April, everything will open back up as normal. When it opened back up, there's a new price structure for goods and services in Trinidad and Tobago from the 19th of April. I want to let you understand that. From the 19th of April, Trinidad and Tobago will have a new price structure on goods and service. What are we going to say now? What are we going to say now? Because from the 19th, everything going up, goods and service. Colin Imbert did it to us again. And again, and again. So what are we to do as citizens of Trinidad and Tobago? In France, when they rose gas price in France, watch me there, France almost burned down. They almost burned down. You see, I will tell you something. They want to class gas price and fuel price in Trinidad with other countries. But Trinidad and Tobago is not other countries. Trinidad and Tobago making millions of dollars on tax, billions of dollars. But yet, you want to compare Trinidad to Barbados. The road in Barbados, let me tell you something, is as smooth as this wall in the back of me. In Trinidad, it is like, long time we used to have Tasca Road. With pothole. That's the type of road we have in Trinidad. In other countries, criminals and criminal activities, they clamp on it, they're clamping down on it very fast. In Trinidad, they could climb up a wall and do nothing. It don't bother them. In other countries, they have murderers behind bars. Whether you're guilty or not, you're waiting on your trial. In Trinidad, you have bail for them. That is what we have in Trinidad. But you want to class Trinidad and Tobago with some other countries. In other countries, when they catch politicians and racketeering, they seize all their assets and they lock them up. In Trinidad, everybody is saint. Everybody is saint. Nobody know where this gone. Nobody know where that gone. Nobody know where the next gone. I'm still waiting to hear the report of the $10 million that went missing on NIS. Anybody get a feedback on that yet? It's only in Trinidad them things happen. Only in Trinidad. Caller, good night.
Yeah, good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead.
Yes, Saeed. How everything going up, right? Gas and everything and food price and everything. You have an easy remedy now. You see what Tobago do? In the last few months that passed, Trinidad could do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trinidad could do the same thing and we could get them out.
Let me tell you something. I want to know what we intend to do. Listen to this video.
The price of fuel by 15%. I then realized that was not enough. I came back again in April and I raised it again by 15%. And I came back again just a few weeks ago and raised it by another 15%. They haven't rioted yet. So I might raise it by another 15% in April of next year.
Your finance minister, well, I should say my finance minister too, he is laughing at us. He gets paid. He gets his salary from Central Bank. Where do you get yours from? They could adjust their salary and pension plan at any point in time. They have to adjust yours. Whether they cut it or they increase it. He's laughing at us. He is laughing at us. And what are we to do as citizens? Great is the PNM. If UNC was there and they raised it, you see just how I get on? I would have been saying the very same thing. Great is the UNC. But UNC not there. PNM there. So all you PNM party fans, I ain't blaming you, you know. Everybody have a particular party. But when your government's supposed to be working for you, you are under their feet with what them say goes without retaliating, without loading them up, without telling them that, hey, hello, we're doing it. Why say that? Why say that? Caller, good night.
Good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead.
With all this talk, is who would really suffer?
The poor man. You see from the middle class come down?
Yes, I understand that. But really and truly, who really suffering?
Tell
Which
me.
political enthusiastics really suffering?
You there?
Yes.
You continue talking, I listening.
Because there's only one set of people will suffer. And it's the PNM people.
Let me tell you something, caller. Everybody suffering in Trinidad and Tobago. Every single human being will feel the pinch, except those in power. They would not feel it. You know why? They could adjust their salary. They could adjust their pension plan. But they could increase your pension and increase more taxes for you to pay. So we are the ones who suffering. That is why when I come here, I just bring facts to all you. I just bring facts to you and let you know, hey, this is what they're doing. Are we going to satisfy for this? Or are we going to retaliate with a protest or with a march? In the coming weeks, Public Utility Minister will utilize $7 million in funding from the Green Fund to install 100 rainwater harvesting system in 10 communities across Trinidad, well, across the country. Public Utilities Minister Marvin Gonzalez stated that rainwater harvesting was critical to proper utilization of the country's water resource. The minister signed an agreement with 3 parties to harvest rainwater as a low-cost, quick-win solution to water woes across the island. Gonzalez stated that the cost of purchasing desalinated water from the Desalination Company of Trinidad and Tobago, that is Desalcut, was too high, as it was never intended for sale to residential consumers. Imagine that, eh? If you're not residential, problem for you. Gonzalez added that the rainwater harvesting program will take some time to take some of the pressure off WASA and save the authority hundreds of millions annually. Well, I would love to see that. Take what I'm telling all you. I would love to see that. Moving along, viewers. Minister of Local Government Farid Al-Rawi has rolled out plans for his ministry, which includes severing of roads for potholes, decriminalization of offense pertaining to vendors, relooting the municipal police to include a gender-based violence unit. He stated that Cabinet approved a national clean-up campaign and added that interviews for more than 3,000 municipal police officers are on the way. Al-Rawi said, with the introduction of policies to decriminalize certain offense on vending, the municipal police capacity to tackle crime on the ground level will be improved. Speaking on the condition of the roads, Al-Rawi stated that the survey will enable the ministry to conduct data-driven exercise on road repairs and maintenance. Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to continue.
Do you want to make the best investment but not sure where to turn? Put your mind at ease and worry no more. Real Talk Group of Companies is giving you a whopping 3.5% interest on your investments. Come on down and visit us today. We have 2 convenient locations just for you. Visit us at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando. Sit back and watch your money grow at Real Talk Investment. Do contact us now at 238-6716. 339-1670 or 242-7690. Our team of professionals are waiting for you. Grab this opportunity and invest today. Real Talk Investment, helping real people make real money. This ad was paid for by the Real Talk Group of Companies Limited.
Welcome, caller. Hello?
Hello?
Good night. Go right ahead. You're live on Real Talk.
Yes, I just be listening to you. But be happy in this country. People real happy.
Yep.
Just Antigua just laughing at Trinidadian.
Yes.
And you feeding these people who just vote paying them. You killing yourself to give these people a hamper. Let the damn people dead.
All right, caller. I mean, oh gosh. Hey. Barbados dropped their price on gas. Guyana dropped their price on gas. Trinidad and Tobago increased their price on gas. And then Rowley telling Charles, if you want to go Barbados, go Barbados. It looked like the whole of Trinidad and Tobago have to move to Barbados and Guyana now to have a better living. I tell you earlier. So Barbados laughing at we, Guyana laughing at we. And we balling great as the PNM, right through. While they have better living conditions, better road, Guyana, watch me, let me tell you something. If you know how beautiful Guyana is now. The roads are being paved, infrastructure are being created. Down here in Trinidad, we're going down the gutter, and we're going down the gutter. When we reach almost the finish, and we're hanging on, they go kick me down the gutter. The Ministry of Health is closer to acquiring a COVID-19 vaccine for the 5 to 11 age bracket groups as primary school students return to physical classroom following the Easter holiday. After the Easter holiday, Minister of Health Terence Diasin confirmed that he received a draft legal agreement from the government of Spain for a donation of Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine. Diasin explained that all vaccine entering the country comes with legal hurdle. You hear that? First time since vaccine coming to Trinidad and Tobago, Diasin made such statement. All vaccine entering the country comes with legal hurdle. He added that the draft agreement is now with the ministry, now with the minister or the Ministry of the Attorney General and Legal Affairs for vetting, and once approved, the process will move to arrange of getting the vaccine into the country. Listen to this man.
We continue to urge people to get vaccinated. It can really save your life. And at this stage of the game, even 2 deaths, 3 deaths, 4, 5 a day, those numbers are still avoidable. They can be significantly reduced because the same trend we are seeing, that the majority of those deaths are people who are unvaccinated. We continue to urge people.
They're going back with their unvaccinated thing. They're going back with the unvaccinated thing. I don't know when this grey-haired man will learn. Or did he finish his learning stage? Like I said before, if you're vaccinated and you die with comorbidities. If you're unvaccinated and you die with comorbidities, they tell you COVID-19. You die, you're unvaccinated. You're vaccinated, it's comorbidities. Let me tell you something, you feel they may know how to twist the tongue? They damn well know how to do it. And we the citizens now, we buying everything coming out of this man's mouth. Me? Not Saeed. Not Saeed. I have people in the ministry that's been working around this man. But I won't call names. Why would I call names? Why would I call names? And he just want to come on television and you know this and you know that and However, while the government plans to vaccinate young children, the daily vaccination rate has dropped to an average of 400. They also continue to urge persons to get vaccinated as it could really save lives, and noted that the trend shows that the majority of deaths are persons who are unvaccinated.
We have received the draft donation agreement. It's a legal document. All vaccines that come to the country, whether it's purchase or donations, there are some legal hurdles to cross. So we have received the draft donation agreement. It has been sent to the Office of the Attorney General and Legal Affairs for vetting. Once that is signed off, then we move to actual logistics, which means getting the vaccines in, getting flight details and so on. So we don't have a date as yet, but the legal hurdles are being crossed as we speak.
Epidemiologist Dr. Avery Hines has showed that daily cases continue to decline from the heights of January. The rates of persons testing for COVID-19 are having positive positive results moved from 70% months ago to 30%.
So,
watch man,
as we
with
move
everything open back in the country now, all of a sudden things start to go down, you know. All of a sudden things start to go down. When everybody was locked down, COVID-19 spreading like it was a wildfire passing in Trinidad and Tobago. Now everybody going back out to work, the COVID-19 itself like they take a back seat. It take a back seat. Just like heart attack. Just like yellow fever. They take a back seat. When COVID come into Trinidad, all sickness take a back seat. Human beings coming back out to work now, COVID-19 taking a back seat now. I don't think these people easy and joke. If I don't say it as it is, we will all remain as clowns in Trinidad and Tobago. Just believe in what our leaders say. They say jump, we jump. They say lie down, we lie down. They say stand up, we stand up. They say form a statue, we form a statue. However, Dr. Hines said, over 300 cases per day still means that the virus is circulating and the need for persons to continue with the public health guidelines remain. He added that as TNT moves forward into a state where there is fewer cases, there is still need to follow the public health guidelines. Listen to this.
So, as we move forward into a state where we do see fewer cases, although the cases haven't disappeared, we do see that there's been a relaxation in what we are allowed to do and participate in. We don't want to lose the message that it is still important to follow the basic public health guidelines, the hand washing, the mask wearing, the avoiding crowding, the avoiding going out into spaces when you're ill and have flu-like illness. All of these still apply.
You know what I like about Dr. Hines? This individually will literally come out and tell you what is taking place. I have absolute no problem, none whatsoever. Let me tell you something. This man is focused on his job. Remember when I started to talk about the vaccinated people getting COVID-19? Remember when I started to hammer that right here on Real Talk? That was the only individual who understand what Saieed was saying and came out and tell the public, even though you're vaccinated, you could still get COVID-19. You see, because I have been getting reports from China, reports from the US, reports from Jamaica, reports from India, because I have connection in these places. And they said, they started, even in China, they started telling me, Saieed, even though you take the vaccine, you're still getting COVID-19. And it started in China. When they started to vaccinate, they realized that, wait now, we vaccinate 2 shots and we're still getting it. Then when I check 1 and 1 and I get number 2. I said, but what is this? And then I check 2 and 2 and we get 4. Not 2 and 2 make 6, you know. Oh, it's safe. The vaccine's safe. You get 2 and 2 equals 6. When it's safe, that's what they say. But when you check 2 and 2 and I get 4, because people when they take the vaccine, they get an adverse condition. But then Mr. Terence Dial Singh, did you lie to the public of Trinidad and Tobago? It's safe. I have 2 workers here who suffered from menstrual problem after 6 months. Oh, well, we are getting a report of menstrual problem and this and that, and the grey hair talking one set of nonsense on media conference. Creating safe zone all over the place. Because you take your vaccine, safe zone all over the place. But the vaccinated gets in it, but you create safe zone. When you're driving down with your car and your family, because your glass up, the AC on, you know you go still get COVID, but you have safe zone where unvaccinated and vaccinated mingling. But let me tell you something. all there could not be more. Not all the time you could fool the population. Understand what I'm saying? Because with people like me around, it's a hard battle. It's a very, very hard and tough battle. Because I will bring reality to the public of Trinidad and Tobago, while all you will sell them anything that come out of your mouth. Anything that come out of your mouth. Boy, let me tell you something. I want to see from after the 19th of April, what the citizens, the taxi drivers, the maxi drivers, the transport service, the market vendors, the groceries, the doctors, the pharmacists, every single thing going up in Trinidad and Tobago from the 19th of April 2022. Because when this news come out today, don't be surprised from tomorrow when you're facing the servicing public. Price already going up. They wouldn't wait for the 19th. Call a good night.
Saeed, good night.
Go right ahead.
Saeed, nobody ain't doing nothing. Saeed, they're going to pay the price, take the diesel, take the gas, and they're going to let the passengers pay the cake for it.
Correct.
They would never stand up to Imbert and the rest of them up on that platform up there, where they'll be bumping the gum. Imbert raised gas and diesel again.
Yep.
Imbert raising councillors' salary. What the hell councillors doing for this country? Just drawing the stipend, as they say. People working for 2013 salary. Why the hell Imbert talk to the CPO and raise people's salary? They open school abruptly. How parents buying uniform and shoes and pay transportation where they don't have a job? Sometimes both parties working side right now. Two parties working and they're not feeding the children who parents working. They're discriminating against food and all in the schools for the children. You know, nobody ain't talking about that. Our children going in the school, our grandchildren going in the school, and if the parents, both parents working, they can't get a box lunch or breakfast. How unfair this is with this government. You're barely making it, the two parents, you're barely making it for those who are unemployed. Where they're going to get money to feed the children side? People paying on devices from courts and other stores for the children to learn. Not much children got devices from the schools. The parents who working on higher purchase with these devices. So what happened now? The children out of school, which they will be at risk to side with the COVID, because could a second year child wear a mask all day? We ain't talking about the fourth standard and fifth standard. We're talking about the smaller ones.
Correct.
First year, second year. Could they wear masks every day? They implement a little shift system for the kids. They just open it, but up, or they go out. Who dead, who survive. This is the kind of government we have, and everybody sit on their laurel and they don't say nothing or do nothing. I hear nobody calling and talk about the school feeding, where the poor children, some will get food and some won't get food. Saeed, this place will stay just as it is because of the illiteracy of people that we have living here. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, my dear. I tell you, watch me. And I told only a couple of months ago, you hold on, or you will get a shock all your life in the coming months. And I tell all you that, look what you're getting now. All you're getting a shock all your life. All the police officers who went and opened tear gas, what's going on with all you? What's going on with all you now? When people standing up for their rights, all I want to tear gas them, let me tell you something. No, Now officers, now I want to see who are going to tear gas. Because I'm going to tell you something. When you used to pay $5 a pound for dal, now you might have to pay $6 and $7 a pound for dal. When the people were standing up, all they do, McDonald Jacob. McDonald Jacob. When you're paying $500 for a tire for your car, McDonald, now you might have to pay $700 for that same tire for your car. I'm going to calm down myself tonight. Viewers, we're going for a short commercial break. But when we come back, we're going to start our relationship segment tonight. We're going to leave the bacchanal for Monday because that's some hot thing for all you for Monday. So here it is. We're going for a short commercial break. But when we come back, here's our question to you. Who is responsible in a cheating relationship when the male is doing his thing outside and the female is doing her thing outside? Who is responsible? I want to hear from all the males and I want to hear from all the females watching in our program tonight. We know there are little kids watching, so be very, very, polite in choosing your words. Be very technical in choosing your words. But at the end of the day, I want to let you keep in mind, there is no relationship segment in no school in Trinidad and Tobago. No sex education in school to teach the youngsters to say no to sex until they reach 16 or 18. Absolutely none. So we're going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, our relationship segment right here starts on Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Yeah.
Are you looking for quick cash and do not know where to turn? We have got the answer for you. Visit us at Real Talk Group of Companies. We are a licensed money lending financial institution. We are located at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Our phone numbers are 339-1670, 267-7325 or 238-6716. Contact us today. We look forward to hearing from you.
Do you want to make the best investment but not sure where to turn? Put your mind at ease and worry no more. Real Talk Group of Companies is giving you a whopping 3.5% interest on your investments. Come on down and visit us today. We have 2 convenient locations just for you. Visit us at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando. Sit back and watch your money grow at Real Talk Investment. Do contact us now at 238-6716. 339-1670 or 242-7690. Our team of professionals are waiting for you. Grab this opportunity and invest today. Real Talk Investment, helping real people make real money. This ad was paid for by the Real Talk Group of Companies Limited.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Get your cell phone. Get your house phone. 238-6716 is the number to call in. Our topic tonight in our relationship segment: who is responsible in a cheating relationship? I want to hear from you tonight. We have about 25 minutes. Who is responsible in a cheating relationship? Females, I want to hear from you all tonight. I want to hear from the males tonight. Who is responsible tonight? Who is responsible? Is it the male for pushing away the female? Is it the female for pushing away the male? Does arguments cause it? Does going party and dancing with somebody else cause it? What causes it? I want to hear from you all tonight. 238-6716. Now, there are lots of things that could cause it, but I want to hear from all you tonight. Caller, good night.
I hear talking something. I know it's relationship segment.
Yes.
But what about a child supposed to start infants 2 years ago? What class are they going to start in now?
We're going to leave that for Monday. We're going to leave that for Monday. Who is responsible in a cheating relationship? Who is responsible? I want to hear from you. What caused you to go outside your relationship? Caller, good night.
Good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead, my friend. Now, before you go forward, there will be little, teenagers listening and thing, so they love Saeed, they love looking at the show. Let me educate them a little bit tonight.
Yeah, I'm quite conscious of that. But one of the major things that has caused issues in relationship is the lack of interest. Because in the beginning of a relationship, things just go nice.
Yes.
And then for some reason, I can't pinpoint exactly what it is.
But it gets cold like ice.
Yes. And they lose relationship. Arguments start. And then everything just starts to spread apart.
Now, give me one reason that will cause somebody to go outside. Just one.
Well, cheating?
No.
When one discovers.
No. What causes it? Yes, we understand cheating, but what causes it? One thing that causes it.
Saeed, there's so many. I could say again, lack of interest in the individual.
Lack of interest. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. So you see tonight, viewers, yes, we understand there are teenagers looking at our program tonight because we start back our relationship segment as of last Friday. Because look at the killing that took place the other day. The murder. This one want to bring that one here and that one gone outside so. You understand? 2 persons died. So what caused it? Who is responsible in the cheating relationship? Keep it clean. There are teenagers looking on to Real Talk with Saieed Ali and they want to educate themselves also. Remember, we adults were once teenagers. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead.
Saeed, I believe, as you say, who is responsible?
Yes.
I think both parties are responsible for not being mature enough to handle an relationship.
I understand that.
A lot of them get into a relationship and they get into it pretty physical.
Yes.
The girl look nice, the fella looking
handsome,
like he have money, and they get into it, and then they realize they didn't bargain for what little minor ripples in the water. They wanted to step out to see if they could find somebody better. You understand? And this is the time they've already committed or they have a child already.
Yes.
Right?
Thank you so much, my friend. So who is responsible in a cheating relationship? Who is responsible? If teenagers are looking on, feel free to call in. You see, I will tell you something. When I launched this show last year, I looked around in every station, in every school, and there were no relationship segment. There were not even sex education in school. And we had 1 or 2 callers that called in that bash the program. But the thing is, were these callers sitting down and teaching their children? Apparently not. Because if your daughter, 14 years old, could come home in the house and they're pregnant, what does that tell you? No one is talking to them about it. No one is telling them, well, if you get pregnant at 14, you had to stop school. You had to stay home. Somebody had to see about you, and then you go get quarrel from parents, quarrel from grandmother. You might be abandoned from your friends. All these things. Caller, good night.
Hey, good night. I just want to say on the relationship thing, people just simply love each other and fall in love, or just like each other in a spontaneous moment, and that is quite normal for human nature. Okay, if you're married, then you come to responsibility. That's how you determine your morality and your discipline. However, I must say your valid point about the fact that there's no sexual and sociological sexual education at 14 years of age or 10 years of age or 11 years of age that leads to pregnancy and misjudgments in relationships in this country. We have to start very young and put out the taboos and even act out certain situations in family life, or with a girl and a guy sitting in a car who are only 11 and 12 or whatever, and show what the girl should accept or what she should not accept, and things like that. That type of education has to be very straightforward and upfront. Not only pregnancy, but to develop better relationships as you go forward. Thank you.
Well said. Well said. Well said. You see, this is what we want. We want people to call in. We want people to call in and educate us. Watch me, this is the only program in Trinidad and Tobago that brings this sort of reality to you, you know. Caller, good night.
Good night.
Go right ahead. Who is responsible in a cheating relationship?
Well, the person who cheats.
What causes it? Tell me. Name one thing okay. Name one thing that would cause you to go outside.
Being away from one another.
I understand what you're saying. Lack of communication in your case.
Lack of communication, yes.
Thank you so much, my friend. So you see, viewers, we're reaching somewhere. So the younger ones who coming up, let me tell you something. I'm 47. 20 years back, I was 27. Prior to that, growing up, I started off from baby, growing up until I reached a teenager. So that is why I said we have teenagers and relationship they start off in secondary school. Relationship they start off in secondary school with boyfriend and girlfriend. But I will tell you something, if they get the correct courting, you know they will grow up to live 50 years together. Correct courting. So who is responsible in a cheating relationship? 2386716. I want to hear from you tonight. What causes it? Who is responsible? Me? Were you paying attention to me? Was I paying attention to you? Did we have a lot of quarrel? When I come home from my hard day work, do you come around me? Do you stay far from me? Do you put my food in the microwave and you on your bed? What causes it? Tell me. I want to hear from you females tonight. Females, educate the male and them tonight. Watch me. You could even educate Saieed tonight. I'm telling you, you could even educate me. Because on our last programs, watch me, I was well educated, you know. I was well educated. But since Real Talk with Saieed Ali, now we are the #1 current affairs program. Yes, I educate citizens of Trinidad and Tobago on their rights. But tonight, I want the callers to talk about relationships. How to keep it strong. How not to go outside. Caller, good night.
Yes, good night, Saieed.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Yes. What I want to add is fuel to the fire. In that if the wife, they have a lot of relationships in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes.
Where the wife has made a child for a different person. And eventually when the man gets to find out, he ain't want no part of that, but he can't go because they're still married. She ain't want to give him no divorce. He ain't getting nothing from the wife. So he going outside.
I understand what you're saying.
And that leads to sometimes killing.
Correct.
It have more I could say on that too, you know. But I'll leave it for Monday.
I understand what you're saying. Thank you, my friend, so much.
Yeah.
You see, it's different things. It's different things. Because of incidents that happening in Trinidad and Tobago with male and female, we have decided to launch back this program to educate, not me, not my staff, but the entire population of Trinidad and Tobago. Let me tell you something. We had hundreds of calls. Saieed, launch back your program. It is helping citizens. Let me tell you something. Psychologists in Trinidad and Tobago, they sit down and look at this show. They just call me, Saieed, you have one of the best programs on television. Thank you very much. We're talking about your relationship segment. Caller, good night.
Saeed, good night.
Darling, talk to me.
Saeed, in a relationship, we see the red flags, and we see it red and all, but we seen it green. Some of the relationships, some people get married because of circumstances. A woman get pregnant out of wedlock, they run quick, they get married, and in 2 twos, it can work out.
Correct.
Because the man was not interested in her. He never loved her per se. There wasn't any love there. So it's a marriage without love. Men are hunters. It is a known fact. Why a man could go out and impregnate a woman, she could bear a child for him whilst he's being married, living with his family, and it's all hunky-dory. Why a woman cannot go out and get impregnated by another man and come home with the belly and the husband accept it.
Yeah, there are cases like that.
This is Saeed.
Yes.
It is both sides. It is both sides. But it is not right for a man to have a child outside whilst married to his wife and his children home and want to bring that child in the home. Now, don't get me wrong, the child is innocent.
True.
But bringing that child in the home is going to stir up murder. Not trouble, you know, but murder. And I always say, woman is woman's worst enemy. Because they know the man married. You're done friending with the man already on the wife head. Oh, gone. You will go and make a child now for the child to suffer? Now somebody go kill somebody because somebody don't want to agree with somebody to do the wrong thing. You understand, Saeed?
Yes.
So that's the whole synopsis about it. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear. So viewers, we're going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to continue our program tonight.
Do you want to make the best investment but not sure where to turn? Put your mind at ease and worry no more. Real Talk Group of Companies is giving you a whopping 3.5% interest on your investments. Come on down and visit us today. We have 2 convenient locations just for you. Visit us at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Supera Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando. Sit back and watch your money grow at Real Talk Investment. Do contact us now at 238-6716, 339-1670, or 242-7690. Our team of professionals are waiting for you. Grab this opportunity and invest today. Real Talk Investment, helping real people make real money. This ad was paid for by the Real Talk Group of Companies Limited.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Caller, good night.
Good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Just a 2 cents word. I think it's the lack of spiritual growth and prayer in all relationships. In the family, in the home, and it started from school. Okay?
Yes.
That's my 2 cents.
Thank you, my friend. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Well said. You need to keep it together. You know, and I always say, if you hear someone loses interest, that is the end of it, you know. That is the end of it, you know. The hardest thing to maintain in a relationship is being interested in our next person. Take what I tell you. Because I will tell you something, eh? You putting out all your energy into this person. Let me say female is B. A is the male. A putting out all his effort into making sure B, which is female, wanted, close to, going out to line, cuddling up together. A will make sure B feels everything, but B, on the other hand, which is the female, will just ignore it. Understand what I'm saying? B will just ignore what A, the female, the male is doing. Now, in return, when the male realizes that the female not taking me on, I'm going to tell you something. Drop by drop, step by step, he's going to turn. He's going to turn. And when he turn now, and the female realize she ain't getting the attention again, and she decided to come after him, sometime it might be too late. Call her good night.
Good night, Sally.
Go right ahead, my friend.
You hear what's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is my point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I look at it as parents, right? Parents, when you have children and you don't grow up from home, right, in the proper way and teach them the correct thing, and when they get big, right, and they get senses, especially as teenagers, right, I see a lot of parents today not counseling the children in the right manner, right, and they have a lot of problem with this, right, and they don't have the proper education from home. It has to start from home.
Correct.
Everything must start from home.
Yes.
All right? Yeah. So this is why my contribution was.
Thank you, my friend. Well said. You see, it have to start somewhere. It have to start somewhere. But in starting it, you have to maintain it. And maintaining goes both ways. You see, a relationship could never go one way. Anytime it goes one way, somebody will start looking on the outside. And when that person starts looking on the outside now, that's it. That's it. Everything will just separate. The female will go their way, the male will go their way. Lack of interest. Our key topic tonight was lack of interest. And that will cause separation from both parties. I'm telling you. Lack of interest. So you see tonight, viewers, we have learned tonight that if you don't pay attention to your loved one, if you don't pay attention to your loved ones, there will be cheating in a relationship. Hence the reason why I said, who is responsible in a cheating relationship? And tonight, we have learned lack of interest will lead to cheating in a relationship. Viewers, we have about 2 minutes in our program tonight. Could you squeeze in a quick call? So how many of you know? How many of you know are going to realize that you have lack of interest in your other party? How many of you are going to admit? Call her good night.
Hi, good night.
Go right ahead.
Good night to you and your listeners. My take on this in a relationship, you know, two people, you have to respect each other. Because sometimes you might find people not respecting each other. Once you respect each other, the love will come in. Husband and wife, I've been married for almost 30 years.
Yes.
And my life is not perfect. But I am not going to look for anything outside there because I know what I have.
Correct. I understand what
and
you're saying.
And you don't know what you're going to get. You understand? And nowadays children, they run into relationships. Everybody will view life differently and will experience life differently.
Correct.
They will have people who could stand for certain things and people who will not stand for certain things.
Correct.
And having extramarital affair, that is not right. Once you are married, you are married. And that means you get married because you love somebody. You're not going to look outside for anything again because you already have what you wanted.
True, true.
So you're supposed to base your life on that. Anytime you go looking is because you're not satisfied with what you have and what you're married for. You understand? And
Yes.
But everybody have different views and everybody life is different.
True. Well said. Well said. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, my dear. So you see, viewers, we have learned tonight that lack of interest in a relationship will cause both parties to go outside. So who is responsible? When one is not showing the other interest. What we call it? Lack of interest would cause cheating on the outside. So viewers, we have come to the end of our program tonight, but I do thank you for joining us tonight on our normal program Monday to Friday and our relationship segment. I thank you so much, all the callers who have called in and educate us tonight, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago or the viewers of Real Talk with Saieed Ali worldwide. I do thank you for viewing. So viewers, Enjoy the weekend. Be safe. Don't get in problem. And we will see you back right here on Monday, 11th of April 2022 for Mashup Monday, where we're going to continue on the increase of goods and service in Trinidad and Tobago. Good night.